This delightful little cottage in Fremantle owes its charm, at least in part, to the use of colour as a theme, so you can see the bright blues and whites. Now, the other delightful thing about the garden is the fact that there's pots everywhere, and I'm going to add to that collection. A recent breakthrough in potting mixes is the use of coir. Once this was a waste product. It comes from the husk of a coconut. This is how you buy the potting mix, in a block. It's been compressed down and it weighs only 4 kilos. What you do then is rip the packaging off, stick it into a wheelbarrow full of water, and within 20 minutes you've got 60 litres of potting mix. Once it's ready to go, the potting process is exactly the same as with other potting mixes. I've chosen these purple violas because they'll flower non-stop right through to Christmas. Now, the mix contains slow-release nutrients, so there's no need to add any other fertiliser. And because the coir is so good at holding on to moisture, you'll finish up using about 50% less water than traditional pine bark mixes. And to finish the job off, I'm going to apply a layer of this coir mulch. Now, after 20 minutes of soaking, that's what you get, very, very chunky. And just nestle that in amongst the plants. What it does, it helps to hold moisture, but also insulate the plants from extremes of temperature. Now, it looks great, and it even acts as a deterrent to snails and slugs because it's chunky and dry on the surface. And there's so much here, I'm going to use it to top up some of the other pots around the garden. The thing I like about these coir-based mixes is that they're derived from a completely natural and sustainable product. There's always going to be coconuts falling from trees. Now, there's a number of different formulations. You can get an orchid mix, which is nice and chunky, seed raising mix, which is quite fine. So when you're doing a bit of potting, it's worth thinking about the Brunnings coir alternative.